Hello, Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Taurus, let's go over the overall energy for your reading for today. For Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus. So, we do have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we also have new love. So, for some of you, you could very well be meeting someone new very soon, or you might find yourself connecting with this person already. Sometimes, though, new love, it can represent a starting over energy between two people who already have a lot of history with one another. So we'll see, though, what it's more so leaning towards. But we are going to focus on you first, Taurus, and then we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also keep in mind time is fluid. So this could either currently be happening or may be happening at a later date. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? So we have the 9 of Swords. We got the 5 of Pentacles. And then we also have the Justice card. So in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I feel like you're very, very worried and very concerned that something might just be over for good is kind of what I'm getting, okay? And it has you very worried and very, very concerned. I want to look at the 5 of Pentacles just to kind of get a rough idea of what's going on here. All I do know is that you're very, very worried and concerned that something might be coming to an end for good, or that you might be losing someone or something for good. And it has you very, very worried and very, very concerned. Let's look at the 5 of Pentacles. Tell me more about the 5 of Pentacles. It kind of looks like you're very worried and concerned that you're about to lose this Queen of Pentacles in particular for good, okay? A lot of you might be under the impression that this Queen of Pentacles in particular is talking to someone new or dating someone new. For some of you, you could have found out that this person is talking to someone new or dating someone new. But if you did find out this person is talking to someone new or dating someone new, again, it has you kind of worried and concerned that, like, man, like, it might just be over between the Queen of Pentacles and I for good, because they're talking to someone new, they're dating someone new. For others of you, you might just simply suspect that they are talking to someone new and dating someone new because they're not talking to you and they're keeping their distance from you, which could very well be leading you to think these things, that they are talking to someone new / dating someone new. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard this song before. Jesus Christ, who is it by? It's by Tank. I think the song is called Maybe I Deserve. Don't quote me on that because it's been freaking years since I've heard that song. But there's something about you kind of feeling like, I made my bed and I gotta lay in it. I made my bed and I gotta lay in it. I made my bed and I gotta lay in it. You know, maybe I deserve to go through what I'm going through right now. Maybe I deserve to lose them after everything I put them through. Like, it has that type of feel. It's kind of reminding me of that Tank song, Maybe I Deserve. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's look at your person. Let's see what's actually going on with them. For some of you, you could have been connecting with a Capricorn, possibly even another Taurus or a Virgo. I also have Gemini energy out here and Libra energy. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the King of Wands. We have the 5 of Cups. And then we have the Chariot. This Queen of Pentacles that you were dealing with, I gotta be honest, I feel like they're finally accepting something about you that they had a very difficult time accepting. I feel like this person's accepting something about their relationship they once upon a time had with you that they had a very, very difficult time accepting, is kind of what I'm getting. They are looking at you like you're a King of Wands. So let's talk about it. There's a huge possibility that this queen of yours that you were dealing with, Taurus, they could very well be looking at you as, you know, like a playboy, playgirl-like energy. They could very well be looking at you as somebody who never really cared about them, somebody who was never really serious about them, in this relationship that you guys had here with one another, you know, things of that nature. Again, I kind of feel like even if they were, right? Let's just say, for example, they were looking at you like you're a playboy, playgirl-like energy. Maybe you were, dude. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. I don't know. I don't know. Only you would know if you were or not. But I feel like they had a difficult time, just accepting the fact that, you know, you're not as committed and devoted to this relationship as they are. You're not as serious as they are. You know what I mean? And I feel like they just had a hard time accepting that. Now, I'm not saying that you weren't serious about them. Obviously, you would know if you were serious about them or not. Obviously, you would know if you were like a playboy, playgirl like energy when you were with them. You would only know that. But I'm going based off of them and how they're currently viewing this relationship with you. So just roll with it. You know what I mean? Maybe for a while this person looked at you as somebody who just simply didn't take them or this relationship with them seriously. Maybe they looked at you as somebody who just wasn't as committed and devoted as they were, as serious as they were about you and their relationship with you. And maybe for a while, they kind of knew this about you, that you weren't as serious about them. You weren't as committed and devoted as they were. Maybe for a while this person knew all of that, but they decided to kind of stick around in hopes that eventually one day you'll change. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting primarily, but it's a hard truth that they've had a very difficult time accepting, but it kind of looks like they're choosing to just accept the fact that, okay, Taurus is never going to be the person that I want them to be. They're never going to change. They're going to keep putting me through this. They're going to keep putting me through that. I accept it. I accept it now. I accept it. I accept it. And I'm moving on with my life. That's the energy that they're harnessing. And that is how they're looking at this relationship with you. Now, as far as like them talking to someone new or dating someone new, I haven't really gotten that for them just yet. But if it shows up, then I'll let you know. How does Taurus currently feel? Okay. All right. We have the Empress. Okay, so you look at them like an Empress. Okay, so we got the Empress, we got the Ace of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Temperance card. We also have the Six of Pentacles, which is basically the minor to the Justice card in tarot, which is all about balancing things out, making things right. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so in regards to how you're currently feeling, a lot of you feel like you have to get up and take action in their direction and try to fix and repair things here with this person before you're too late. A lot of you, for whatever reason, are under the impression that, like, this Empress is probably talking to someone new. They're probably dating someone new. Like, I don't know what's leading you to think that. I gotta be honest. I don't know what's leading you to think that because I haven't necessarily picked up a new energy on their behalf. So I don't really know what's leading you to think that. Again, this could just be you, thinking that could be what they're possibly currently up to, but doesn't necessarily mean that is what they're currently possibly up to, because I'm not really getting like a new love interest on their behalf. But like I said, if it shows up, I'll let you know. But yeah, you feel like you have to take action in their direction and try to fix and repair things here with them, and heal things here with them, because this is not somebody that you want to lose. A lot of you firmly believe also too, like, you're never gonna find someone like this ever again. So I see you making a priority to get up and take action in their direction and try your hardest to salvage this relationship with this Empress. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we can get. Let me put this back. Okay. How does this person currently feel? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Moon, and then we also have the Two of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. Dude, I think it's safe to say that this person's not talking to anybody else. I think it's safe to kind of say that, because I'm not picking up any new energy in their energy field whatsoever. I'm not kidding that. So I don't really know what's leading you to think that they are dating someone new or talking to someone new. For the life of me, I don't know what's causing you to even think that, because I'm not getting a new person in their energy field whatsoever. I am not. It's weird though, because you showed up as a Page of Swords though. you may have saw something to lead you to think that, oh shit, like they're talking to this one or they're talking to that one. That's a possibility. Because for some of you, you actually witnessed something that's leading you to think, oh my god, like look, they're talking to someone else, and look, they're going on dates with such and such. Like something that you saw may have led you to think that. But I gotta be honest, I'm not getting a new person in their energy field. Let's say, for perfect example, they posted on their story that they're at some damn restaurant. You know what I mean? They could be at the freaking restaurant with, one of their friends or one of their family members. It doesn't have to be somebody that, they're on a date with or anything like that. So there could be like a level of like confusion there. Yeah, in regards to whatever it is that you witnessed, there could be a level of like confusion there, an illusion there, is kind of what I'm getting. I don't know, maybe this person did post something to lead you to think that, oh shit, like they're on a date with somebody and let me say something. Like maybe this person intentionally did that in hopes that that'll like prompt some type of reaction out of you, which I feel like it's working if they did go down that route. But as far as somebody new being in the picture, no, I'm not getting that. We got the King and the Queen of Wands, so there's a huge possibility, Taurus, that you could currently find yourself connecting with this, with a twin flame of yours. I'm sorry, but this to me kind of feels like an overall energy of somebody getting sucked back in, all over again, because they kind of go from that's it, I am done, I am moving on with my life, and there's nothing Taurus can say and or do that's gonna change that. I wouldn't agree with them on that, as far as like there being nothing that you could possibly say and or do that's going to change their mind, because I kind of feel like it's one of those situations, dude, and I say this a lot too about the King and the Queen of Wands. The King and the Queen of Wands, man, these two, when they get together, okay, they are kind of just known for being borderline crazy about one another. When these two part ways and break up, they always end up getting back together. And the main reason why they do is because they typically tend to go through an experience with one another that they've never actually experienced with anybody before, which makes their relationship with one another so rare and so unique. So then there's that, right? Not only that, but the King and the Queen of Wands, they're just known for having like a hold on one another. Is kind of what I typically notice in my readings anyways, that they typically have like a massive hold on one another. And they may not even realize the massive hold that they actually have on one another, but they definitely have a massive hold on one another. And that's just kind of what we're seeing. You got a hold on them, they got a hold on you. And that's just that. So yeah, I do see this person getting sucked back in, all over again. I do see that definitely happening. So the likelihood of you guys getting back together, it's kind of looking like it's kind of looking like that's exactly what's going to end up happening. But we'll see. What actions will Taurus take towards this person for moving forward? We got the Page of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Something's happening here between you and them that's leading you to basically think that you still have a fighting chance here. Something's happening here between you and them that's leading you to think that they still want this. All right, well, let's see what's happening here. And it could very well be the conversation that you're having here with this person that's leading you to think like, okay, like they still want to be with me, you know. That's a possibility. What actions? Okay. We got the Six of Pentacles. Okay. We also have the Four of Wands. And then we also have the Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Devil. We also have the Three of Cups to the Emperor. And then we also have the Ace of Wands. All right. Let's talk, you guys. So I do see this person wanting to work things out with you. I do see this person wanting to kind of move past whatever happened here between you and them, okay? Because there's a possibility that you guys could have had like a really big fight or a really big argument with one another, and that's what caused the two of you to part ways from one another. But there is an overall energy of them wanting to make things right with you and you wanting to make things right with them, okay? So technically speaking, I feel like the both of you are definitely on the same page in regards to wanting to kind of reconcile with one another's concern. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing with the both of you, okay? whatever happened here between you and this person, how do I say this? It doesn't really feel like the actual issue is getting resolved. Like, I just kind of feel like, yes, you guys could very well be touching up on the subject, but I don't feel like it's actually getting healed. I don't feel like it's actually getting resolved. Because this to me kind of feels like an energy of like two people slightly touching up on the subject of whatever happened here, whatever caused this relationship to go south to begin with, and then just kind of picking up where they left off with one another as if nothing ever happened, you know? And I feel like that's the issue here that I'm kind of seeing here between you and this person, because whatever caused this relationship to go south here between you and them, it kind of looks like it's going to later on, I would say, affect the both of you, but it's mainly because the actual like issue in itself is not getting healed and or resolved, is kind of what I'm getting. It kind of feels that there's actually a lot of unresolved issues here between you and this person. It's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like this is kind of primarily why this relationship tends to kind of go south over and over again. And it's mainly because you guys just spend more time slightly touching up on the subject and just kind of moving past it, just to kind of get this relationship back to where it was when it was good and you guys were getting along and stuff like that. And then the next thing you know, it's like shit's going south all over again, and it's like you don't understand why, they don't understand why, but it's just because there's just so much unresolved issues here. I gotta be honest, and don't take offense to what I'm about to say, I'm just being real with you. I feel like you've done stuff to this person that has really hurt them and disappoint them. But let's be honest, Taurus, I feel like you've done some things too, okay, to really hurt this person and disappoint them. And I feel like, yes, you guys have had like conversations about it, but I feel like the pain is still sitting within the both of you. I feel like the anger is still sitting in, you know, the both of you, and the resentment, you know, is still very much so sitting in the both of you. And I kind of feel like sometimes it tends to come up to the surface when you least expect it or when they least expect it, you know what I mean? And that just goes to show that there's still a lot of unresolved issues. In other words, like, you guys can end up getting into a fight, an argument that has nothing to do with anything that ever happened in the past, but somebody's always bringing up something that happened in the past. Either you're doing it or they're doing it, or hell, maybe the both of you are doing it. But that just kind of goes to show the both of you that you're not fully over the stuff they put you through, and they're not fully over the stuff you put them through. And I feel like that's kind of why this relationship tends to kind of go south. And on top of that, one thing that I am noticing about the both of you is that you don't like to be at odds with them, and they don't like to be at odds with you. That's one thing that it kind of looks like you guys just don't like, is when the other party is upset, right? So with that being said, it's like you guys are like, how do I say this? It's like you guys are quickly trying to like move past whatever happened, just so that way you guys could just be good and get back on good terms with one another, things of that nature. It's kind of what I'm getting, to be honest. True pair situation yet again between you and this person. We have the Empress, and then we also have the Emperor. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, I feel like this relationship has a great deal of potential. I'm not really concerned about this relationship at all, to be completely honest. Like, granted, you guys have a lot of unresolved issues, and these are things that you guys can, you know, fix and move past. But it kind of requires you guys to really like actually heal the situation, actually fix the situation, and create a permanent solution instead of a temporary solution, is kind of what I'm getting. And the two of you guys are going to learn a lot from one another. You guys are going to grow and evolve with one another. So whatever it is that you guys are facing within your relationship with one another, I do kind of feel like it's things that you guys will learn from and overcome. But right now, from the looks of it, I just kind of feel like the biggest issue that I'm seeing here is the amount of unresolved issues you guys actually have with one another. That's kind of what I'm getting primarily. Outside of that, this relationship looks great. It looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it looks great. All right, so we have codependency, very similar to the Devil and Tarot, which we do have out here. And then we also have It's Safe for You to Love, and then we also have Trust. I feel like due to the stuff you put this person through, at times they don't necessarily feel safe and secure with you. But due to the stuff, you know, due to the stuff this person has to put you through, it causes you to not feel so safe and secure, and well, vice versa is what I meant to say. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And I kind of, again, I'm not really worried about that because I feel like these are things that you guys can move past and overcome. I'm not really worried about that whatsoever. I just kind of feel like you guys have to really get down to like the actual root of the problem and really like heal the relationship in itself. Um, so that way, this is not like a reoccurring thing between the two of you when, you know, where they're kind of bringing up stuff that you put them through in the past and then you're kind of doing the exact same thing. Because this to me kind of feels like a buildup that's going on here. It's like this person has put you through a lot of stuff and that in itself is creating like a massive buildup because then they turn around and do something else, you know, to hurt your feelings or piss you off, and boom, it's like, you know, you're adding another thing to the list of all the stuff they put you through, and then they're kind of doing the exact same thing. It's like it's making this relationship between you and them very toxic, and very, very unhealthy. But outside of that, you guys, I mean, the relationship in itself, I mean, it looks good. It looks really, really good. I'm not really worried though about this relationship. I feel like these are things that you guys can come together and work on. But outside of that, you guys, I mean, the relationship itself, it looks pretty good. All right. So with that being said, Taurus, hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.